Hey there, it's BoardGameDave. So this morning, my friend Mark very graciously agreed to come over to my place to film a two-player playthrough of Clans of Caledonia with this Industria expansion. Now, you probably already know that Clans of Caledonia is one of my all-time favorite games if you've been watching the channel for a while, and this brand new expansion adds a ton of new content to an already amazing game. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and show you this playthrough that we did. Now, keep in mind that my friend Mark just learned how to play Clans of Caledonia 2 days ago, and I taught him how to play. So, again, he was very brave to come do a whole playthrough on film, but that's the kind of guy he is. So as we come across new modules and new concepts in the expansion, we'll kind of explain them as we go. So hopefully you'll get an idea of how the farmer's market and the train map and those delivery bonus tiles and stuff work. So we'll try to do a good job of explaining as we go. Now, I should note that this Kickstarter for Industria expansion ends on Friday. So if you haven't seen my preview video, you might want to check that out right here so you can kind of see all the things that are included and see if it's something you want to back. But in the meantime, we'll go ahead and jump right into the playthrough. Let's go. All right, so here we are ready to start our game of Clans of Caledonia. We've got our factions, we've got our trains out, including our mini train, which just serves as like a dummy train for paying the other player. They don't fulfill contracts or do deliveries. We've got our farmers markets out here on the board as well. And beyond that, I think we're good to start. So I chose Clan McPherson. So this is a really simple faction. Basically, during the production phase after making goods, if I have a cluster or a neighboring group of animals like cows or sheep, I get to place a free corresponding animal into one of those tiles for free. And then Mark has Clan Fraser.
So I have Clan Fraser. Clan Fraser is going to be producing kilts. The way that I do that is anytime I have a worker that is neighboring a sheep, I will be able to, during the production phase, turn up to 2 of my wool into 2 kilts, which can then be used to replace any refined good on any contract or any sale. Also, whenever I have a multiple of 4 cotton that I've got fulfilled on a contract, I'll be able to get 2 wool for free.
Amazing. Very well explained. All right, so at this point, we're ready to start our game. So, of course, there's 10 now actions you can take on your turn. And a turn is, of course, just choosing an action, executing it, and then the other person goes, and we just go back and forth until we both pass, and then that's the end of a round. There's 5 rounds here with different scoring things. Of course, there's all sorts of different delivery bonuses out here we can kind of talk about as well. Milestones very quickly for this game. We have 7 technologies, 5 factories of refined goods, 8 workers out on the board, and then this is 5 hexes with your units on them in a row. So that's what we're looking at here. And then for my first turn, I've got some starting resources. I've got some money left over after my workers. And then with this farmer's market, I kind of want to build adjacent to it and sell those for good, sell those for extra profit, but I don't have milk or cheese at the moment. So that's where I'm at. I think right now I probably want to just get more workers out. So I'm going to spend 13 bucks and I'm going to put another miner within reach right there. And that's my turn.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to place some sheep. I think that's the right move for me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a sheep here for 9.
Oh, so that's on the border space, though. So
you are right. You are right.
So I'm glad this came up.
No, you're right, because in a 2-player game, the border spaces don't get used.
Yes. The whole map is shrunk a little bit into this smaller area.
You're correct.
I'm glad you pointed out because people might be watching saying, why aren't they building in the cheap spots on the edge?
Yeah, that makes sense. I completely forgot about that there. That's not why I placed my worker there. It was just the most optimal space for me. But I think I'm going to go ahead then and I'll put my sheep on this space here for 10 coins.
Okay, perfect. So now I can buy some wool at a discount if I hang out there, if I expand in that space, which is tempting. But what I need to do is get my animals out, of course, instead of my workers. So I can do some animal breeding, which I kind of didn't think about till just now. I'll give it a try. I'm going to spend 10 bucks to put a sheep right here. And then I can buy wool for a discount. I'm not going to do that. I already have a wool, so I'm good. Oh, don't forget, taking contracts is $5 profit this round. So
Which actually leads quite right to my next action.
Okay,
I'm
there
going
you
to go
go.
ahead and take this contract and get 5.
Perfect. And it's got the cotton. Yeah, it's probably one I should have grabbed. The only cotton one out there.
Yeah.
So far. And if you're new to this expansion, we have this thing over here. This flows from right to left. It's kind of showing the contracts that are going to refill at the end of the round. So you can see what's coming up ahead. Well, I'm glad you did that because, well, actually, hold on. I need to sell something. Well, maybe I should take a contract instead. It's all cotton up there. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of cotton.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have much cotton in the last game we played.
Right, and you want to have the rare goods. So if Mark's going to go super hard on cotton, of course, I don't want to join. I want to, do my own thing. So I'll go for... that bottom one looks pretty good. Yeah, I'll go for this guy. So I'll take it, and I get $5. All right.
Cool. Let's see. Let's go a little hard, I think. I'm going to spend 18. Let's see, 18. So 18, 19, 20, 21.
Wow.
So 21.
For the granary.
I'm spending 21 for a granary. We're going to put that right there.
Nice.
And then I'm going to go ahead and sell the whiskey like I had planned. And that's going to sell for...
So we have 3 additional, so $14.
All right, I'll get 14 for that.
Nice.
Not a huge profit over what you would normally get. But
Yeah, $3 makes a difference.
yeah, early game, it makes a difference.
Yeah, so I knew that was a risk putting the sheep there because I want to do the animal breeding thing. So I wanted that space, but I thought, what are the odds that's going to be open when it comes back to me? And I was 1 coin away from being able to put the second sheep there last turn, but I didn't have the coin. So.
Can I? Oh, here's a good question for you. Could I have sold this and also purchased?
Oh yeah, you still can. Yep.
Okay.
You can buy wool for $2 less, up to 4 times.
So I could buy wool for 2?
Yes,
up to 4 times?
Yes, but don't forget, actually, we need a merchant here, right, for selling.
We do, yes.
Yep, and then you have 2 merchants left because you started with an extra.
Yeah.
With your starting bonus tile. So you can buy up to 2 for $2 each, which is really cheap.
Yeah.
And you want those for
I do, and I am going to get wool. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy 1 wool at 2.
Nice. Cool. Just the 1.
Yeah, just the 1 for now.
There you go.
I've already got 1, so...
Right. Okay, well, that was my only plan was to get sheeps going. But
no, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Like I said, that was a very risky move, so that was probably ill-fated. But that's okay. I'm going to try a different approach, and I think I'm going to... I'm going to sell some stuff. I'm going to sell a whiskey for 10. That's a bummer. Yeah. Because you just did that. I'll sell the whiskey for 10. Put that over there. All right.
I can't sell wool because I just bought it, so can't buy it cheap and sell high that fast.
Right, yeah. In the same round, you can't buy and sell.
All right.
Unless you remove your merchants.
All right. We're going to go there for 12. It's a bit expensive, more expensive than I wanted to spend, but
there's your second kilt maker, right?
I need to make kilts.
I'm going to go for this space for 12. I'm going to put a cow there. So 15, 3 back. Build a cow. I guess sideways makes more sense, huh?
I'm going to actually spend 4 coins, and I'm going to advance
the shipping.
My shipping.
Good, right.
So I can cross rivers.
Because right now we can both only expand basically via land. So... Yeah, I'm going to spend my $11 to put a cow there. So now I'll get a baby cow during the production phase. Back to you.
Nice. Well, I've got 2 coins left. So, and I can't sell anything that I have. So I think I'm at a point where I have no choice but to pass my turn.
I think so. So you can claim that bottom 12 coin thing for round 2. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and grab my 12 coins.
Uh-huh. And then I also have $2, and I do have a merchant. I could sell something, but I'm not sure. Well, yeah, I think I'll pass. So you can bump me up to 9 there. Thank you. All right, so now we go through our kind of end around phase here. So we get our money income, just 18 for me.
And mine is going to be 12?
12.
12.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 6 per miner until you upgrade. So
yep.
I've got 3 miners out there, 18. Next, we make our basic goods. So I've got a wool coming, and I've got 2 milk.
I'm going to get 2 wool, and I'm going to get 2 grain.
Very nice.
Now, because I have 2 kilt makers, I'm going to put those wool directly onto my faction board so that they are able to be used as kilts.
Right, and they don't have to be just produced for good measure. They can just be in your supply, but it just worked out that way. Can I get 2 milk and a wool, if you don't mind?
Absolutely, 2 milk and a wool.
Thank you, and then we're not doing any refined goods this round, so...
No, but you do get a new cow.
Yes, exactly, yes, thank you. So cow for free goes into one of those spaces. It doesn't matter too much, stick them there. All right. And then we are scoring, so 1 point per technology.
I have 1 technology upgrade.
Well, and actually that merchant counts as 1, yep. So 2 for you. I did 0. I probably should have done that as my last turn.
So I'm going to get 2 glory. So I'm going to put myself right here on the glory track for 2.
And then 1 for me if you don't... No, I have 0. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
I have nothing. Okay. And that was that.
I'm getting off to a fast lead here.
Yes,
I'm still leaning on the table. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm doing the same thing. It's really hard not to do. So we can flip that first round thing over if you don't mind the shield.
Yes.
And then fulfill the contracts. We're going to slide those over. It's a lot of reaching, sorry.
No, that's okay.
Slide that for you.
I'm all good.
And then I've got a whole pile over there for you. And we didn't even do anything on the shipping board. There's a whole upkeep phase here, which is refilling the demands and such, but we didn't touch that at all.
Oh, so we'll get there.
Nothing happens there. Beyond that, just merchants come back. And we're in round 2. It's that quick. So now we're in reverse order. Obviously, Mark passed first, so he starts.
Yeah.
We got some money. We got some goods. Ready to go. Contracts are free this round, if you look over there. So
yeah, that's right.
Round 2. Power through.
So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 2. So actually, I'm going to place this here. That's going to cost me 8. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sell one of my wool on here on the farmer's market.
Nice. Wow.
For 7.
Great. Yep.
So
2 extra bucks.
Go ahead and get 7 for that.
And you don't want to sell the other wool.
I don't. Oh, I guess I can sell up to
4.
Up to 4 wool.
Not that you have 4 wool, but
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sell the other wool too.
Nice.
We're gonna put 2 merchants there, and I'm gonna need another 7.
Yes. And for what it's worth, I double checked this. These don't count as wool in your stock, so you couldn't be like, oh, actually, I'll sell these 2 wool, and not make them kilts. So
they're now kilts, right?
They're committed to kilts.
They're committed to kilts.
Well, we need a little meeple for kilts instead. But now that this is completed, we're going to remove this from the board. I'll hold on to these. And now that's a new space that we can move into. So that's how you remove them. In our 4-player game, we didn't remove a single one.
No, we didn't.
So you did that pretty quick.
Yeah, well, I was trying to utilize some of the new mechanics.
Right. Yeah, it's good to highlight that. Now, if we do the train, that'll be the next step.
We'll get there.
We will. Maybe.
We will.
We might.
Sorry.
We will?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm going to buy a cheese for $10. Oh, we need to move this up too, right?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
It's easy to lose track when we're doing farmers market stuff. So $10. I'll buy a cheese if you don't mind.
I got you some cheese.
Thanks so much.
There you go. I'm going to get some cheese soon.
Yeah, 4 cheese. That's ambitious.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Well, I technically have 2 cheese.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
Because apparently kilts count as cheese.
Right. I don't have cheese, but I do have.
Well, every clan needs their kilts.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend... I'm going to spend 4 here, and I'm going to get another merchant.
Okay. All right. I think I'm ready to train. I just need the cheese. So train action is moving, in our case, in a 2-player game, both of your trains somewhere. And you can only move your big train to somewhere you can make the delivery. So I'm going to move this guy, and they can't end in the same space. So I'll just bump him down to here. And then I'll move my regular train to here. Yes? Okay, so I have the milk, I have the wool, I have the cheese. So that's my delivery. Those get discarded. And now I'm going to go ahead and do... hold on. I did this all wrong. Take it back. For some reason, I was thinking discard a grain from my supply. But of course, that's discard a grain or reed from the board. So back up 1 second. Okay, I'm getting there. So
you need to put a greenery down.
I need to put a greenery. Yes, okay. Oof. I actually don't have enough money for that exactly. Well, unless it's a 1 space. I'm not adjacent to any 1 spaces. So
you can sell some goods.
I have to sell something. Yeah, well, 6 wool. 6 for wool is pretty good. So sell that for 6. Okay. Sorry about that.
No. That comes down 1, right?
Yeah, so thank you.
I am gonna get a little crazy here.
Ooh.
And I'm buying 2 cheese.
Nice.
Cost me 22.
Wow.
For 2 cheese. But it's worth it for me. Now, fulfilling a contract, is that an action?
It's its own action,
okay,
yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
We should point out this is Mark's 2nd time ever playing Clans of Caledonia.
That's true.
Yeah, first time on Thursday.
Yeah.
2nd time today. Crazy. Okay, so what can I spare here? I need those for the delivery. I don't need these, do I? No, so I should sell. Yeah, here's the other thing. I'll just say it. My reward for this is building something without paying for the hex, but I almost have no money left, so I wouldn't even be able to use that unless I have a few dollars left over. I'm in a very tight spot. And once the money's gone, the round's over, basically. So
it's true.
So this is going to be, I think, another subpar round. But mainly I just want to get this off my board, and I really want to get this done. So... Oh, and I don't even have another merchant. So I need to pay 4 for the merchant. Wow. Okay. This is really bad, actually.
Yeah, you're in a tight
I'm in
spot.
a very, very, very tight spot. So pulling this off at all is going to be very unlikely. So I think I can, though. Here's $4 for a merchant, and that's my turn.
Okay.
I think I know what I need to do the next few turns.
All right, I'm going to fulfill my contract. So I'm going to use my 2 cheese and my 2 kilts. And I'm going to go ahead and fulfill this.
Great.
So fulfilling this, for me,
Oh,
this is going to be a really strong one for me. So fulfilling this, I'm going to get 10 gold from this.
amazing.
I'm also going to get 2 improvements, and I'm going to use that to improve my water spot 2 times. And then I'm also going to go ahead and I've got 4 cotton on there. So we're going to put some cotton on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4. And because I have 4 cotton, I'm going to go ahead and get 2 wool.
Wow.
So that was
Quite the turn.
Really expensive for me, but it was definitely worth it.
Yep. I feel like that's kind of where I'm at. There's this really lucrative, expensive thing I'm trying to do here, but it's kind of like you said in your game the first time you played, doing that early, like focusing only on those big moves can sometimes kind of backfire, because then the first 2 rounds, instead of engine building, you're kind of like throwing things at this big, impressive move.
You are. And
for me, it's getting this whole delivery.
And it has such a huge reward, but it is it is a lot of effort to get to it.
It is. So I'm gonna sell my grain for $5.
I wish you hadn't done that.
Yeah, well, so I could have done the milk or the grain, but I was like, well, he's got 2. I may as well sell the thing that you have, so.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab this contract right up here.
Yeah, anything with money down there is actually super helpful. I wish I would have done that instead of hops.
And here's the great thing. I already have 2 wool. I'm going to get 2 wool on the production phase of my next round, which is going to turn into 2 kilts.
Right.
Which means I'm going to be able to fulfill this contract
cheese
right
and the
away.
bread. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a very, very strong clan,
It's
I
so
think.
strong right now.
That's wild. Well, I've got $20. So that's a granary on a 2 space. And that's my turn.
All right. So I'm going to put my whiskey here. And that's going to cost me a total of 13.
Great. I think that now I'm going to do my train thing. So do this correctly. This is removing a granary from the board, so he comes back to my supply. I'm second guessing this whole thing, and I'll go back to where I was. Where'd he go? Here, right? He moved here. He moved here. Granary came back. I'm fulfilling this contract. Well, first I have to deliver, I suppose. Milk, wool, cheese. Like so. We fulfill this. Can we move tobacco up 4?
Yes.
On the import track, and then I can now expand for, well, not for free, without paying the hex. So the only thing I can afford for 6 is a woodcutter.
It's going to get you money later.
Yes, and it has to be somewhere with trees, and the only place I can expand with trees is here, which is nice because it's super expensive.
Yeah, it's super expensive.
That's the turn. Here you go. No bucks and a milk.
No bucks and a milk.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm in trouble. This is not going well. Oh, but I do get my milestone marker, I should say. There.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, for what it's worth.
All right, so I've got 2 grain and 2 wool here. I think I'm going to pass.
Wow, okay.
I got a contract, so I can't get another one.
Right. And you know I'm about to pass too, which is
You're
also a
about to pass
consideration.
too, and like I
You
don't
get
want
$3
to. I don't want to sell my grain so cheap.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
All right, I'll do the
and
same.
take my 12, and you're gonna get 9.
And I'll take $9. Yeah, what a bad round. I'm gonna blame it partly on filming because I always play really poorly when I'm filming because I'm like
Really?
distracted and I'm self-conscious about like taking time. So
Just play the game.
yeah, it's hard to. It's hard when you're filming, but anyway. So we did that. Okay, we passed. Now we get our coin income, which mine's at 22. That's not bad.
And mine's gonna be at 16.
Okay, so at least I've got the production money thing going.
Yeah.
Then we get our basic goods. I've got 3 milk. If I can get 2 milk from you, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I'm gonna get 2 wool, and I'm also gonna get 2 grain. I'm going to turn one of my grain into a whiskey.
Naturally, great.
I'm gonna turn my 2 wool into kilts.
Yeah, great.
So
Okay.
I got a supply here going on. I'm pretty happy with that.
Fantastic. And I think also my we're back to that animal breeding phase. So I've got, obviously 3 together. So I'm gonna go ahead and plop another cow down here, I think is how that works.
Yeah.
All right, and then we're gonna do some scoring and then we'll do the train minimal upkeep. Yeah, that should be on its side. So neither of us, I did spend a meat. So I get 2 points.
You do. You get 2
that
points.
one.
There you
So
go.
we're tied
You're
up.
on the board.
We did it.
I did not sell any meat. So
Yeah. All right.
nothing for me. I'm going to flip this over then
Thank you
because
so
we've
much.
calculated that.
Yep. Now, since we fulfilled this demand tile, we're gonna go ahead and remove this, and then we refill left to right here. So this pops up here, slide this over, flip this over. Now this is the back side of the map board, train map board. So in the 3 to 4 play game, there's a lot more delivery tiles here. More contracts, of course, too. We're playing basically everything on the 2-player side. So
Right.
all right, what else? That's refilled. He comes back up. That's pretty much it. So simple upkeep here, and we are in round 3, and
Yeah. It's moving
back
quick.
to market. It's moving really quickly. Yeah. No. Oh, you know what I should have done is take a contract last round before I
didn't
pass.
take a contract?
Can I take one before
Yeah,
we
go
pass?
ahead. Take a
Oh,
contract.
and we didn't refill it yet either.
We didn't. So go ahead and take a contract.
Yes, if you don't
because,
mind. Yeah.
You passed
Thank
right after
you,
me,
thank
so
you. And
that's
I-
fine. It wouldn't affect anything.
Yes, and it was free. I had no money. I thought I can't
Yeah.
do anything. I'll take that top left one, and then if you don't
one
mind
here.
refilling them.
Yeah, I can refill
Thank
those.
you. Sorry about that.
Let me just reach here
Yes.
again, all the way across. I can't believe you have me doing that. Do you pay me for labor?
No.
Oh. So I'm going to go ahead and right away fulfill this contract. So this is going to be my 2 wool, and these are going to be my bread and cheese.
Cool.
And I'm going to fulfill this. That's going to give me another upgrade. So I think I'm going to upgrade my river or my shipping one more time for free. It's going to give me 3 sugar cane, which is the first time that's on the board.
So it's
and another 10 coins.
Valuable point-wise. Crazy. Yeah, those contracts are so good.
They are.
I feel like you're choosing good ones. Like, again, I did something similar here where it's not getting me coins, and it makes me actually spend money to put something out.
Well, I literally ripped off with what Connor was doing last time. Yeah, which was...
Oh, right, yeah.
Get contracts early, especially ones you can fulfill easily.
Exactly. And now contracts cost $5 per tile this round, so... Yeah, they get more expensive as we go. I haven't looked out here really for other things I want to do. So this is remove an animal for $25. I mean, that's nice. But again, if I want to do that, I need to have a cheese and I need to have a whiskey. So there's 10 plus 4. This is 14 for a minor. There's a little bit of mountain range on there.
Yeah.
That's that. And then I'm going to do my neighbor bonus and buy some whiskey from you for only $6 a pop. Yeah, that's what
so much smarter.
That's what I rethought. I thought, well, there's a whiskey out there.
Yeah.
So for $6, I can buy one whiskey. There you go. And then we'll bump that up 1. So that's that. Although I'm, again, really short on money somehow, which I just had so much.
Yeah. I'm going to be a little expensive here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build here.
Ooh, whoa.
What's a 5, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to build a minor there for 15.
We're trying to buy some milk cheap?
I am. I'm trying to buy some milk.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and...
you can buy up to 4?
Up to 4 milk.
And they're $3 each.
each.
Wow.
So let's see. That's 3, 6. Let's go ahead and get 2 milk.
Great.
For 6.
Yeah, it's super, super cheap. And this is Connor's whole beef with this whole entire game is that I get nothing for that. And of course, he really doesn't like that, but...
It's true.
I don't mind at all. I think it's just part
of the game.
Yeah. I don't mind that at all. So, and the thing is that kind of helped me a little bit because I have all this milk, right? So you bumping it up 2 steps, that's a little bit more money. I'm hoping you would buy a little bit more, actually. Do you want to buy some more?
No, I don't think I need much more.
1 more would have really helped. So, I think what I'll do is sell... I may as well just sell 2 while it's pricey. Sell 2, back to the bank. $12 for me. We'll bump it right back down too. See, but then I see a whole nother thing I could do. You know what it is?
You gotta do them in the right order.
Right. Well, I'm thinking, I just don't have that much money.
Oh, I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, you're selling milk right now, right? So you can put something here.
Exactly.
And then sell milk for even more.
Sell for what? $8 a pop. But is it worth spending money to drop, just throw something out there? The cheapest thing I can place is a sheep on that tile, which is going to be 12. I don't even have $12.
This is 1 meat, right?
1 meat, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I want to do that, but I don't really have... I paid my 2 milk already. Oh, gosh. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm going to sell a wool. Boop. There you go. Final answer.
Okay. 5. I'm going to take this guy.
Okay. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
So, and that's $5 this round.
Yeah, that cost me 5.
Okay. I'm going to spend my turn to buy another merchant. That's it.
Okay. I got 15 left here. Let's go ahead and... I think I am then going to place my final minor there for 13.
Cool.
I'll get 2 back. I can't sell milk because I bought milk.
Oh my goodness. As soon as you went there, I was like, oh no, he's going to sell milk.
No, unfortunately
wow,
I can't.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
That's great. That would have really, really, really thrown my whole thing off because I have literally exactly 12 bucks, all my money, to put a sheet. The cheapest thing I can build is this, okay, for 12. I could buy whiskey for cheap, but I have no bucks.
Right. But you can sell milk.
I can sell milk and I have 2 merchants. I could, hypothetically, sell milk, get money, then buy your whiskey for cheap too, but I don't have that much. So I'll sell 2 milk for 6 plus 2, which is on the back of the tile. So that's 16. And then we'll bump that down 2 spaces. And then one of those milk should go on the tile to show that that's been completed. So now we just need a cheese there.
Yep, and that'll knock those off the board.
Exactly. So 1 milk there, 1 milk there. All right.
Cheese is expensive and whiskey is cheap. And I need cheese and I have whiskey to sell. This is not working out in my favor. The market is not leaning the right way for me.
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to pass.
All right.
I'm going to get that 12 gold.
$12. Man, I got so much left to do. But now it's just me. So I'm going to spend $4 for a merchant. I should have done this first. The order was not ideal. I'm going to spend another $4 for another merchant. I should have done this ahead of time and then sold all my milk at the higher price, you know. To really maximize that, but that's okay. I actually need another merchant for this to work, I think. So I'm going to buy, wait a minute. Okay, so it's probably not going to work. So that's another merchant. I have $4 left. Oh,
all your
no.
merchants?
It is going to, oh yes, that was the third one. It is going to work. So I'm going to sell 2 more milks for 10. This is a calamity. It just shouldn't be this like grinding, you know? And I'm going to spend my last worker to buy a cheese for 13. I know. But you know what that gives me? A whiskey and a cheese. And then my next turn is going to be this. So I'm going to move mini train away. I don't really know where to put him. Maybe I'll move him here. I guess. Well, here's the other thing is that you said something about coming up here. So I could park him there and try to anticipate what you're going to go for, which I don't know. Might be this one. It doesn't matter. I'll go 1, 2, get him out the way. And then this guy comes down. I've got the whiskey. I've got the cheese. Boom. That's that delivery. Put this guy down. And then return an animal. Now, I'm going to make another cow anyway, so bringing 1 cow back doesn't really hurt me. And I get $25.
Yeah, it's nice.
And now my round is you know, I'm back in the game, which is great because now that cheese is so expensive, I'm making so much milk, I need to put some cheese things out, you know what I'm saying? Try to maximize that. So I think maybe what I'll do first is, okay, this is gonna be a little weird. I wanna get next to your whiskey and get that cheap. Yeah, yep. So, but the thing is that has to be a woodcutter, obviously. Nothing else can go there. So that's $7 for the woodcutter.
But it's a cheap woodcutter.
It's very cheap. Yep. And then now I can buy whiskey for 3 less. That's $7 a whiskey.
Yeah, that's
right. Oh, I don't
nice.
have any merchants left.
You don't have any merchants left. That is true.
Oh, rats. Yep, that's too bad. Okay, well, I'll remember that for later. I can still try to expand next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was poor planning. Yep. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it took all the
that
merchants.
stinks.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a big bummer. I actually really needed that whiskey.
Are you sure you wanted
to?
Are you sure you want to put that worker there still?
Well, I think so. It's still income. It's still a cheap spot.
Okay.
And if I'm gonna pass soon, I really needed another merchant. And the only way to get those back is with some sort of like this, you know, because instead of taking a technology upgrade, you can take a worker back or a merchant back, which, oh, I need this. Speaking of taking things back. For doing that second fulfillment, how can I do that? I think I'm just gonna work on cheese. Cheese is valuable, no one's making it. I'll spend $10 to put a cheese factory here. I'll spend, I'm not really close to any 1 spots except that, well, the one I just went to. So I can't do another cheese. Well, why don't I go ahead and just go nuts on this? I'm gonna spend 8 to put a woodcutter here on that 2 spot. So there you go. And then now I'll pass for 9 coins.
Yeah, that was a good move.
Yeah, I guess.
It was. because I was thinking about going there.
Oh, okay. So there's me passing for 9. All right, end of round. So we get some income. I'm at 36.
I am at 32, 38.
Are you? Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. 24 and 4. So 28.
28.
28.
Gotcha. Yes, 36. I would have liked to upgrade my miners, but I think cheese made more sense in this case. And then we produce our basic things. So I get 2 wool, and I'm going to get 3 cheese, but 3 milk, but I turn one of those milk into a cheese.
All right, I'm going to get 2 wool.
And then the cow goes out.
And I'm going to put those on my clan board.
Great.
And then I'm going to get 2 more of these, but I'm going to turn one of them into a whiskey. So then I have 2 whiskey.
Cool.
All right, it's a whiskey proposition.
Oh, yeah. Did that. Okay, I got my bred a cow, and then we score, which I genuinely didn't look at this once. This is units of the same type across a river. Now, I can't even cross rivers at this point, so I have 0. You have this.
Yep.
I think that's it, right?
That's it.
Okay, well, that's 4 points.
Yep, I'll take 4 points.
Yeah, and we're not scoring a lot on these end of round things.
And I'm going to go ahead and get a coin, correct?
No, that's only when the imports.
That's when the imports move.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
that's correct.
All right.
Okay.
So you can flip that over.
Yes, sir.
I'll work on this. We're going to get rid of this delivery thing since I delivered there. Move this in. Chain comes back up. And I think we're pretty much good to go. All right, round 4. So maybe I should look at this. So this is now adjacent animals of the same type. Neighboring, I should say.
Yes, neighboring animals. You're going to do well with that.
Well, you would think so because that's my whole strategy, but I only have 1 right now.
Oh.
Well, hopefully that'll change. So.
All right. Well,
your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to fulfill my contract right away.
Yeah.
So these are going to be 2 cheese for me.
That is so powerful.
And that's going to get me 8 coins.
Mm-hmm.
It's also going to get me 1 more sugar cane.
Mm-hmm. I'll put this next to the other ones.
Yeah, and
5 hops. Which is just, again, that's just points at the end of the game, so.
Yeah, but totally worth it.
Oh, yeah. All right, what am I gonna do, man? I feel like I'm struggling. Okay, well, good news. I have a cheese.
That is good news.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and drop $11 to build this cheese. That's what I wanted to do earlier. Build the cheese there for 11 next to your brewery. So that's $7 per whiskey, and I can buy up to 4. So this would be a good time to just go nuts on whiskey, but I don't really need. I need 1. I mean, I could go crazy and buy 4, but do I need 4 whiskey for anything?
You need 4 whiskey.
Do I?
Yes.
Well, but then you get to sell yours for a lot, which is not what I want.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'll split the difference. See, I'm not really planning ahead either, which is partly why I'm not doing super well. I think I might just buy 3, because it is so cheap, it seems like I should. No, I don't have that much money. I take it back. I'll buy a 2 for 14. Final answer. I buy 2 for 14. Boom, boom. There's that. And then I can still buy wool for cheap too. Although, do I need wool for anything? It's $3 each. I feel like I may as well just buy 1.
It does something.
It must do something.
There's wool all over the board.
3 each. Yeah, I'm also making wool, so no, I'll skip it. I'll just leave it alone.
I'm having a real queso conundrum because there's not enough cheese. Let's place some cheese then. I'm gonna put some cheese right there. So that's what, 9?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously you can't sell cheese. You don't have cheese.
I don't have
for
cheese
the farmer's
to sell.
market, so that's kind of locked out
correct.
now.
It is.
Totally surrounded. But what I can do is this. This is actually going to work out interestingly, hopefully really well. So I'm going to go ahead and fulfill this. So what I need is 2 mutton and a whiskey, right? And I do have 2 sheep out there that are not doing anything productive, or reproductive. So you come back, 1 whiskey into the bank. Can move up sugarcane 3. So now I do get 1 coin for passing it by that coin marker. That's the hops. And I get to expand for free. Again, the hex tile is free. And what I want to do, Mark, is build, I think what you just did, which is a cheese thing here for 12. And now I can sell cheese, the one I have, for what, $17?
Yeah.
That just paid for itself, which is kind of insane. So I'm just gonna sell one cheese to the farmer's market. Oh my gosh. I can't be trusted with this cheese. I paid that, right? I paid the 12. The 12, yeah. And then I'm selling to the farmer's market for 17 total. So I get 17 back. And then that tile is gone.
Yes, it is.
Oh, sorry. I paid the 4 for that. I paid 12 total. I didn't need to because that was my bonus.
Oh, nice.
So take that back really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And this is done. There you go. I'm happy with that. I feel like I should get some sort of extra bonus for fulfilling that.
I am going to go a little crazy. I'm going to spend 10 and I'm going to take this guy.
That's a really nice one. If you're looking for coins, that's a really, really good one.
Well, it's also got 3 hops on it. So it's points and it's coins.
Right. And 4 sugarcane, which is at least 12 points. I think what I need to do is put some more sheep out. So I'm going to put 1 sheep out for $11. They're probably not dollars, huh? What would they use? Scottish,
I don't know.
maybe it might be dollars.
Pounds?
Pounds? Oh, maybe. Yeah. Well, there's 11 pounds for my little sheep.
I'm going to build a granary.
A granary.
Or I guess it's a bakery.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to build a bakery. I think I'm going to build it here.
No one's doing bread for 11.
Actually, I'll put it there for 12.
Okay. I still haven't increased my shipping, which is crazy. This is, again, I'm playing so bizarrely. I feel like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what you're doing either.
I don't know what I'm doing either. Not doing well.
That's my turn.
That's your turn.
Yeah.
All right, I've got ideas. I'm gonna spend $4. I think the problem is I genuinely am looking here and I'm just so transfixed with like all this stuff I want to do, and I'm not doing clans things.
That's
what
the
you
thing
said.
that I got stuck on
Exactly.
last time.
Exactly.
And I know that there's train stops that I want to use, but
Right.
I'm not ready to do it yet.
Right, yeah. You haven't done it at all. So here's the important thing. If you're wondering why we're not doing this more or whatever, you can only do the train once per round. So it's not like you can just ignore it and then at the last 2 rounds go nuts. There's exactly 1 delivery per round. So unless you do it every round, you're not going to get that 20 points, which is not good. So we're in round 4. Obviously, I skipped a round, but anyway. I increased my shipping.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, I'm finally ready to go across the rivers, I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I need to have another sheep on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And this is pretty cheap. So that's gonna be 8, 9 coins for me. Let's put that there.
I just noticed something, but I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want it to be thwarted.
I'm also. Can I do this now?
You can, yeah.
Great.
As soon as you have access to it, it's a free action on your turn.
Go ahead and do that and take 10
$10.
points.
And that's the thing. I'm not even close to any ports. I'm not even close to hitting any of them, which is crazy. I'm so inland. I'll spend £7 to put the woodcutter there. That's that turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and build my last sheep right there.
Cool.
So it's gonna be 8, 9, 10, 11.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. I will use my turn to place my milestone worker. So this is a turn.
Mm-hmm.
And since I received this from delivering, I'm gonna go ahead and claim this guy, which is 8 workers.
8 workers, you got
They're
there.
all out.
Nice.
And what that means is that now my tunnel is unlocked. Not that I'm close to it, but if you ever use the tunnel during your train action, you also get another turn.
Yep.
So that's the whole turn for me.
I'm gonna spend all 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna put this guy there.
Oh, great.
For 9.
Great. Very nice, very nice. I'm going to... So I was looking at this thing, and oftentimes these demand tiles are really expensive, and it's a lot of processed goods. This is a weird one. 2 milks and 2 wools. It's like,
Yeah.
I have that, And even though I wasn't thinking about doing this stuff, I'm really tempted to grab that.
Yeah.
Even though bringing workers back is kind of obviously counterproductive because I wanted to get the income.
Gold.
Exactly. Now, what I want to do is wait, get the income, and then do it next round. But of course, you can only do it once per round.
Right.
So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'll go 1, 2, lay him down. I should probably move the other train too before I forget. It has to move somewhere. I keep thinking you're gonna want to go here because that was such a sweet spot last time. It's in the same place as last time too.
Yeah, but it's hard.
For the contract. It is. It's
expensive. Yeah,
that plus having a granary. I'm not gonna do it. 2 milk, 2 wool into the bank. There you go. So I've completed that. I'm gonna remove 2 workers to get $30. I'll get my $30 now. And I'm gonna take workers or woodcutters back since they're very cheap. And I'll take this guy. And I don't know. It's a good way to increase my settlement scoring potentially.
Yeah.
Like that would I might do that, even though it's an expensive tile. I'll take that back. Oh, and not that it really matters, but they say you can take this back as a woodcutter or a miner. Even if it was placed as a miner, because there's really no way to go back and check.
Yeah,
so
it makes sense.
So whatever's logically feasible, I guess. So there you go. I got my $30. I'm done.
I think I'm gonna pass, actually.
Ooh, passing. All right.
Yeah, I'm out of coins, and I don't want to use my resources. I have plans for them next week.
I get it.
So
I get it.
I'm gonna go to 12.
You're always passing first.
I am.
Yeah. Okay. I need to try to remember to get a contract before the round ends this time. So why don't I grab? Now they cost 10. Can I get that bottom left contract from you? Figure cheese I'll make. I have a whiskey and bread I can probably work on. And then I want to get a sheep out so they can reproduce this round. So that's 9 to put a sheep here. So they'll make me another sheep, which is nice. You passed. Okay. And then I think the last thing I want to do, I really should upgrade this. Because it cost me 10. It's going to give me $8 back every round, each round.
For 2 rounds.
For 2 rounds.
No, just next round.
Right.
No, 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Yeah, because we do income at the end.
Yep.
Is there a better thing I could do here? Increase my shipping for 4. So I can cross 1 lock. And I think what I'll do, I've got these merchants, I've got some money. Actually, I won't have money in a second. It might not work. So I need a bread. I'm gonna make cheese, I need a bread. Although I really wanna make whiskey too. I think what I'll do is I'll put a bakery across the river for 10. Right there. And then I wanna buy some wheat here so I can turn it into bread. So I'll just buy 1, I guess, for 4. And I'll grab a wheat. Anything else I want to do? I have $2 left. I think I'm gonna milestone. I have 5 hexes with units on them. So I'll go ahead and claim this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. This is round 4, right? Yeah, I did my 3rd delivery, so I need this. I only missed 1 round, but I keep forgetting to take my milestone markers. And that, I think, is that. So
all right.
I think I'm passing.
Okay.
So drag me down, I get up, I get $9. And here we go. So, getting your income. I didn't flip that over still. I get 32.
I get 28 again.
Cool. I wish I would flip that, but now it's definitely not worth it. Then we produce things. I'm gonna gain 4 milks, but I'll turn 3 of those into cheeses.
I'm going to gain 4 wool, but I'm going to turn 2 of those into kilts.
Nice. I'll take 2 cheeses if you get a chance.
Absolutely.
And actually a bread, too, because I'm going to turn my grain into a bread. 2 cheese and bread.
2 cheese and a bread.
Thank you so much.
And then I'm going to get 2 grain, and then I'm going to turn 1 of my milk into a cheese. I'm going to turn 2 of my grain into bread. And 1 of my grain into whiskey.
Great. So you got that engine going now. You're doing a lot more production this time.
Yes.
All right, I did my animal breeding. And then you don't do you have a neighboring animals?
I do. I have
the
the one right there, so I'm going to get 4 for that.
4 points for you, and I think I'll just get the 8 points. I got the this and this. I can't imagine that counts anything special for that, so.
It is... What's the scoring? Is it two animals on neighboring tiles?
Yes, and they don't do the same, but...
So you get 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I get 4.
There you go. Cool. Tied up.
Tied up.
All right. Train thing really quick. So this goes. It's really quick upkeep over here on the train board, especially with just me doing that. Slide that over. And I think we're good to go. We'll flip that 4th round tile, and then we're into round 5.
Yeah, I'm also going to slide down our contracts here.
Oh, yes. Thank you. And we're looking at 1 point per basic good in our supply at the end of the game. And also down here, so this is new. There's these additional scoring tiles that look like this. There's a whole bunch in the box, and this is the 2-player side. There's the 4-player side there. It's another max min thing, or max player gets points. So whoever has the most refined goods, processed goods, in their supply at the end gets 8. Second place gets nothing. So that's something to keep in mind toward the end. And for what it's worth, processed goods are 2 points each anyway. Basic goods are 1 point each. And then endgame scoring with the expansion really quick is just that new scoring tile I just showed you. Each milestone scores points. In a 2-player game, it's 6 and 2 there for first and second. And then the number of deliveries we've made, which is indicated right here. So I'm at 9 right now. I could hit 14, but we'll see how that goes. So that's the only additional scoring we need to do at the end of the game. So anyway, last round. Mark's up.
I'm going to go ahead and fulfill this contract.
Great.
For 4 whiskey and a wool.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to get me 15 coins.
Boy, that money is crazy.
Yeah. It's going to get me 15 coins. And then it's going to move my sugar cane up 4.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to get a coin for that as well.
Another coin.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think 1 coin would make a big deal, but it kind of really does in this game.
Make a huge difference.
Yes. Yeah, it can. All right, that's that. So what am I really trying to achieve here? Last round. Let me get this out the way. I do have this. So spend a bread and a cheese and a whiskey. I get 3 tobacco. Do you mind moving the...
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then you get a coin?
Then I get the coin for the tobacco. Fantastic. And then I get 2 technology upgrades and my $10. I believe. Boom, boom, boom. Technology upgrades. Is this worth it? It cost me 5 and it would get me $8. Not really. Probably I just need to work on these. So I'll just go ahead and go 1, 2.
Yeah. So I'm going to be expensive here, and I'm going to buy a contract for 15.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab this guy here.
Cool. Yeah, there's very few ways to get a free contract. I mean, I think that's almost like totally unheard of, unless there's maybe one of the. I don't even think there is.
Well, if you move here, you get 15 coins, and then you spend it on the contract. So you technically get a free contract that way.
That's a good point. Yeah, and I haven't shipped, so I could do that. But that's a cheese and a milk and a grain. Actually, Mark, I would only need a grain. Plus, I get 5 points for doing another delivery, which is kind of big for me. So that might be something I consider, unless you're about to do it.
What are you talking about? No.
That's really funny. Mark's sitting over there with 3, a cheese and a milk and a grain just in a little cluster. Well, that's funny. Now we could both...
I was trying to show that to the camera without showing that
that's
to you, but
really
it really
funny.
didn't work.
Now we can both deliver that. We can both do that.
That's true.
If I went there first, you have to pay me 3, but basically my turn would be getting the grain, and then you're presumably going to sneak in, so maybe
We'll see, because...
Yeah.
I mean, I have a contract.
Mm-hmm.
It would get me a second one.
Right.
But I'd have to fulfill it this round.
Exactly, right. Could you fulfill it? Mm-hmm. Speaking of contracts, okay, maybe I should get on it. Now, cotton is still the most valuable. You're going to bump it up by 4. Tobacco would be nice. Why don't I take... Man, there's some good options over there. Boy, this is difficult. I think I'm going to spend 15. Can I get that top right contract? 15. Thank you.
That's what you were talking about earlier, I think. Or no, you were talking about this guy.
Yeah, Yep. I felt like I was pretty close to that one. There's that.
Not having to pay for the spaces is a nice...
Yeah.
It's the same thing as getting money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can be nice.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fulfill this contract with my turn. So 1, 2, 3 bread and a cheese.
Great.
So I'm going to go ahead and move this up 4. I'm going to get 2 wool because of my clan.
Yeah, good memory.
I'm going to get 5 coins for fulfilling the contract. And then I believe I get an extra coin.
You got it. Yeah.
There we go.
Big turn.
Just racking up the coins.
All right, I was a little hasty here. I keep doing this where I see what I want to do, but I'm not thinking about how I'm going to achieve it. So that's okay. What I need to do is a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay. Hey. All right, why don't I spend... Kind of low on cash already. Spend $11 to build a sheep right here. And I can go across locks now. So there's that. I'm going to buy a bread from you for cheap for 7. So that's 7 in there. I think I just need the 1. Yeah, so that's me buying a bread for 7. That goes up, grab a bread. And then I can actually also get some wool, but I don't think I need it. But then again, they are 1 point each at the end of the game because of this. Well, actually, there are 2 points because 1 for that and 1 for normal scoring. So for $3, I can get some points. Maybe now's a good time to go ahead and just do that a little bit. I will buy... Oh, I don't know. That's tricky. I could buy up to 4. I'll just buy 2. For 3 each. There you go. 1, 2. And some wool. Actually, can I get another one?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. All right. Here you go.
All right. I'm going to spend 11. And I'm going to... I'm going to spend 13, I think. Put that there for 13.
Okay.
Because that's going to now connect this and this. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh, that's good. Yep. I'm not close to that. So I'm going to spend 2 of my merchants to sell cheese for 13 a pop. Don't need cheese, so that's 26. There you go. Gets me back in the game for a little bit.
Yeah, I could buy a bread. I'm going to do that. I'll only start by buying a bread. It's only 11 right now.
Just the 1?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to buy what I need.
Okay. I need a grain. I'll buy 1 for 5. Sorry about that.
You are good.
Boom.
We'll move this guy over here. And then we're going to go 1, 2. So that's bread, grain, and milk to make the delivery.
To get a processed good of your choice.
Yep. I think I'm going to take...
Milestone marker.
Thank you. I get a processed good of my choice. This has all 3 on there, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So I think I'm going to spend another 10 and put that there.
Okay, yeah.
Because I don't have to pay for the position.
Do you want to buy cheese for cheap while you're there?
I think I might, because cheese will only cost me 11, 10, 9, 8. Do I need a cheese for anything?
Right, they're 2 points.
2 points, so...
Plus, we are looking for this max.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that. I'm going to buy that cheese.
Just 1.
Yeah.
Up.
Get over here, cheese. And I'll put a merchant there because I bought cheese.
Good.
Cool.
And then your extra turn.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and this is have 5 total of the advanced buildings, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have plenty,
good,
so I'm
good.
going to go ahead and get this milestone
Nice.
right here.
That works. Cool.
Yeah, that was a good turn.
That was really, really good turn. Yeah. Awesome. We didn't mention this, that hasn't happened yet, but if you deliver to a city, you get an extra 2 points, but you have to have it unlocked, so
Right.
it's not really going to apply. So now I need to buy, so I bought the grain. Yes, now I can do what I was going to do. So we're going to move you out the way. We'll go 1, 2, where he went last time. No, I guess he was here. And then I'll come through the tunnel. 1, 2, plop that down. I've got the bread. I've got the wheat. Mark, I'm cutting this all out. No, it's this granary keeps getting me.
Yeah, you have to get
I'm
rid of
getting
the
way
granary.
ahead of myself. I know. I see, and
You don't have a granary. You have to make
I'm
one.
gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. $20. Boom. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's as good as we kept thinking it was, because that's really expensive. You know,
It is. It's
It's a
very
lot.
expensive.
And then it comes
so
right
you
back
have
to
to
supply.
you have to have a really good
tile.
tile.
I feel like this one's okay. I don't think it's great.
That's I mean, it's worth 5 points plus 3.
3 cotton, which is gonna be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yes.
I hate to say this, but I think I have to pass. I think I'm going to pass because these are worth so many points right now at the end of the game that I think I just want to hold on to them.
Makes sense.
But you have a lot going on right now.
He's back. You could buy a grain to turn it into something processed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh no, it's $6
it's
though.
at 6.
Yeah,
I'm at
never
5. So I can buy some milk. So
Sure.
I think I'm going to do that.
That's 2 points.
Yeah,
So-
I think I'm going to go ahead and buy a milk.
Yeah, it's a good call. Pump it up. Okay. So now, at long last, we're finally doing it. Yes. Now I'll find something else I did wrong. 1, 2. Here we go. Okay. Let me do this first. Bread, milk, grain. Yes, I finally have it. And I do have a grainer on the board. Forget where I put it. This comes back. I fulfill this contract. Boom. So cotton goes up 3. I will take $1. I get to
3.
expand somewhere for free, which I would like to do. So I'm expanding. I was trying to think ahead about this. I think I'm just going to drop a bakery, but I need to work on my settlement scoring. It's really bad. Well, you're about to pass, presumably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right?
I have 7.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They probably could compete, and if you are going to pass, I can probably tie you, I think. Tie you in the bayou. But that means hopping across some stuff. Well, we'll try. I'm going to spend 12. Oh, sorry, no. I don't have to pay the hex cost.
That's correct.
So, oh, it's even better. Okay, then I will just spend 8 to put a bakery all up in there. Right across there. Then I've got that meat discount too. That's really nice. My first port tile. You never used that.
Never used what?
The meat thing. Meat discount. I guess you never needed it. I think you've never done a meat.
I haven't done a meat. Nope.
Interesting. All right. So I'm done with this. Back to you.
Okay, so now I think I'm going to pass.
You're really passing this time.
I'm really passing.
All right.
I don't have any coins left. I have 1 merchant. I don't think I'm going to be able to sell anything that is going to get me enough to do anything.
I just realized I kind of messed up. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my gosh, this might exactly work. Oh no, but I can't sell wool because I bought 2 wool during that farmer phase. So here's the thing. I have that contract right there. I can fill it, but it costs 15 to take it.
Yep.
I need to get 15. Oh my gosh, I can't. You're kidding me. I don't think I can. I have a thing to sell, but it'd have to be a milk or a cheese or a whiskey, which I don't have. You're kidding me. My plan was to tie you on the contract scoring, because again, that's a no-brainer for me right now.
Yep.
Plus that would get me some good points. Shoot, I don't have 15. Let me do this while I'm thinking about it. I do have a milestone. I have 7 technologies. More than 7, so I'll grab that while I'm thinking about it. And then, Yeah, I think I'm out of luck. Oh, that's gonna really change the score a lot. That would have been 9 points for the cotton, 10 points for that, and tying you on the contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Well, why don't I do this instead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 settlements, so if I can expand, if I can get one more out, I can tie you, but I don't think I can. No, it'd have to be a really cheap woods tile. I'm 1 coin shy from this. That would work. Assuming I'm counting right. Actually, I can do it. So that would cost me 7. And you're at 7, right? 7, 7?
I'm at 7, yeah.
Okay, I think this will be my 7th. Right there. 1, that's all connected. 2, 3, hop to there. 4, hop to there. 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so you do tie me on settlements.
Yeah, and then I better just call it quits there. So.
All right, get your 9.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, what a weird, that was so anticlimactic, man. I've been eyeing that up since a few rounds ago too.
Oh man.
I've just been sitting on this whole time.
Dang.
All right, well, what's your income phase? So you
Yep.
got 36 money. Jeez.
I get 28 still.
That I was doing pretty good with that whole game. Just felt like
Yes.
I wish I would have flipped these over, but wasn't able to get that done. And then making basic goods. I'll take 4 wool if you don't mind me sneaking in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything else I think I can do well. Oh man, dude, I have 2 bakeries and no grain.
I'm gonna get 4 wool.
Oh,
I'm gonna put 2 wool
So
in my
poorly planned.
clan.
1 milk, 3 cheese.
So
That was so bad.
2 wool. I get
Green.
2 grain.
Insane.
I'm gonna make all of my grain into better goods.
Oh, Mark.
'Cause I think it's gonna.
Yes, process goods. Can I first claim this
Yes.
and then plop that?
That's fine.
3 cheese, 2 bread. Thank you.
Yeah.
For 2 points.
All right. So let's see. I've got 4 grain. I think I'm gonna turn them all into processed goods. So
Okay.
I'm gonna get. It doesn't matter. 2 whiskey and 2 bread. It's
Sure.
not gonna matter.
Okay, and then you're all done with that? Oh, let's see. Do I do any? No, I can't do any breeding because all my animals are out.
I'm also going to change my milk into a cheese, I think.
Okay, that makes sense. Think we're good for scoring. Okay,
All right.
I'll just put this right here. We're gonna start with the glory track. Oh, we didn't do this.
Yes.
So 1 point per basic good. Got 9.
I have 5.
Okay.
So you're going to move up, what, 9? You're going to get a coin?
Right. Oh, no.
Oh, no,
points for
never
that.
mind. It's for goods.
19 there.
And I'm at 15.
15. Okay, there we go. And then we do 1 point per basic good again. So I've got 9 more there. 5 more for you.
Okay.
Okay. You go 2 points per processed good. I've got 3 times 2 is 6.
I've got 9, so that's going to be 18.
Whoa, great. Okay. Every 10 coins is a point. I've got 4.
I also have 4.
Okay. All right. So scoring for the goods here. So cotton and
Start with hops. Oh,
yeah, sorry, hops. I'm getting ahead of myself. 4. I've got 9 hops.
I also have 9 hops.
Interesting. Tobacco's 5.
Yes, tobacco's 5.
Then cotton's 4.
Yes.
Then sugar. Okay, thank goodness, because tobacco's kind of my thing. All right, so cotton times 4. I've got 3 times 4, 12.
And I've got 8 times 4, so that's going to be 36?
32.
32. Wow, I can't do math.
That's all right. That's a lot. Okay, tobacco, I've got 7 times 5, 35.
Nice.
That's a good one.
I have no tobacco.
Oh, no. How about sugar?
Sugar, I have 8 sugar.
8.
So, no, I'm sorry. I have 8 sugars, so 8 times 3, is that correct? So that's going to be 24.
24, yep. And then I've got 3 times 3 for 9. Interesting. Okay, this is it's hard to see a leader here, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going back and forth on different scoring things. Contracts max, so you got that.
I've got
8
5,
points.
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I really kind of was assuming I was going to get that, and I didn't. And then max settlements, we tied it up, yes?
Max settlements, we tied. Yep.
Okay, we both have 7, I think. So that's 6 each. We just split the points. All right, and then we do some expansion scoring, which this is where I'm going to do okay. I guess we should do that first. Max processed goods, that's you.
Yeah, that's going to be me.
By a lot. So it's
Yes.
8 more points for you.
That's one of the reasons why I converted as much as I did.
Yeah, that's helpful. Man, what did I do? Good stuff here. Okay, and then the milestone scoring. So I've got 6, 12, 18, 19, 20. So I'm glad I went pretty hard on that.
Yep, and I've got 6. Is that correct?
Just the one, right? Yep.
Yep.
6 points. And then for deliveries here, Mark, you got the 2, and I've got the 14. Almost got them all. I think I did 4 deliveries. And then we'll add that up. All right, and it looks like after some careful math, I've got 143 for me and 137 for Mark. There you go.
Yeah, tight game.
Very, 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 very tight game. A 6-point span. And the funny thing is you almost didn't do any shipping, obviously,
I did.
until that last one at the end.
Yep.
And it still worked out. 1 milestone versus my 4 milestones and 4 shipping. And you still did really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting those contracts done was impressive. I mean, that was huge. Oh, you didn't count. Did you count these?
I did. Wait, yes.
Are you sure?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. So that's 9.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say those are processed goods for scoring.
They are
okay.
processed goods.
I was going to say that would have been that probably would have
Yeah.
skewed the game, but
Yeah. I was trying to get that settlement. I was trying to win on settlements, but you caught up to me.
yeah, that was surprising. I didn't think it was going to happen.
I think if you hadn't caught up to me, like that move won you the game.
Yeah. Yep. For sure.
Because it's exactly 6 points.
Right. Yeah. So I would have had 6 less. You had 6 more.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the 6-point swing.
That's
right
a big
there.
skew. Yeah.
Good game.
Good game. Good game. Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Of course, anytime. And there you have it, folks. That's a full 2-player playthrough of Clans of Caledonia with the Industria expansion. So hopefully you found that enjoyable and kind of helpful to show you, again, all the things that are included inside this box. If you haven't checked out the Kickstarter page, you can click that link right there to check it out. And in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care and happy gaming. Bye.
It's weird that their money is in pounds and their weights are in kilograms.
Mark.
What?
It's probably pounds.
Look, you invited
It is.
You invited me to do this, so you're gonna have to suffer the consequences.
Oh.
I'm a dad. I have lots of dad jokes. They're so terrible.